And welcome back to the live stream to the 2020 Condesa Collab Australian Coffee Championships. I'm here with my giraffe of a presenter, Roscoe. How you doing today, matey?
Mate, I've had a wonderful day, but I can't wait to finish the day at, like every national championships, with a cup tasting championship. So buckle up, Rupert.
Indeed. So we're here for the TCX-sponsored Cup Tasting Championships. All of these finalists have either qualified through regionals.
Regionals, then opens yesterday, down to the final today.
Brilliant. So ahead of us today, guys, we have 6 different finalists, as you'll see down the table as we go to introduce them shortly. Let's get into how we explain this one. For those of you playing at home that have never been part of a cup tasting challenge or seen one, here's how it works. 24 cups.
24 cups. Each is one group of 3. 2 coffees are the same and 1 is different. The cup taster will need to identify by slurping each cup without lifting it off the table, identify which one is the odd one out, then place it forward of this line. As soon as the competitor lifts the cup, that automatically becomes their choice. So they need to be certain before they make the next move. Rupert.
Brilliant. And then once revealing at the end, we'll know if it's a correct choice because there will be an X on the bottom.
And we'll get the crowd to go, ooh, if it's a no, or a big yay if they get it right, as per the norm.
Great. How about we meet our competitors?
Let's get
awesome.
on with it.
Let's move down it. Now, yesterday, if you were here for the high, come over to me, Lloydie. If you were here for our big hype up that we had yesterday, you would have met Lloyd, who qualified with the wisp of his teeth. How are you doing today, Lloydie?
Very good.
Happy to be back?
Absolutely.
Good. Let's see how he does, because he was not the most confident. You're going to have to be faster than you were yesterday. Jump on down. Frankie, my man, you're the one they always talk about. How you going this evening?
Feeling well, thank you.
Good. You feeling confident about your efforts?
Yes, I am.
Good. All right, we'll jump on down to our next one. Charlie, is this your second time in the competition?
No, first time.
First time. How do you feel?
Oh, yeah, very good. Excited.
Confident. I'm always keen to see how these guys go. They weren't here yesterday, so it'll be fun to see how they're going. Carl, you're a veteran here, aren't you?
Pardon?
You're a veteran. You've done it before.
Yep.
Confident. Fancy.
I'm national.
First-time nationalist. Big round of applause for our first-timers here today. Jump on down to our far one down here. Rupert. He's in my books as the favourite. How you doing today, brother?
Good.
First time as a nationalist?
No. Fourth? Yeah.
Very
solid.
confident. I'm liking it here. And as we go down to our second finalist who qualified yesterday, Vinny, my man, how you doing today?
Good. Not bad.
Is this your second time in the finals as well?
First time, mate. First time.
First time. So there are our finalists, guys. Big round of applause for these guys who have gone so hard and worked out throws so fast. So let's go through how this is going to work. Do I have my timekeepers? Timekeepers are going to step forward and they're going to be over here. Now, on my call, it's going to be 3, 2, 1, start timing. At that point, all of our contestants can start to walk forward. We can start at the table and start sipping. All right? Once they finish, our timer's going to hold up their hand, and that will be their time, all right? The idea is to get as many right as possible. 8 out of 8 in the fastest time possible. Does that make sense to everyone? Good, I finally get how to play this game. Are we ready? Don't touch the cup. Step back, Carl. All righty, are we ready, guys? Everyone's feeling ready? I get a nod of someone and I'm happy. On my mark, tasters step forward. Ready to taste. The TCX Cup Taster Championship is on its way in a 3, 2, 1, go.
And watch out for the speed today, Rupert. It's going to be a quick one. Over here, Frankie, he's known for the speed that he gets down the table. So we had 4 minutes 14 as the fastest time yesterday. Expect at least a minute faster.
Now, as you'll notice down this end, there's a lot of different techniques that happen up the table. Some start laterally and move down in ascending order. Others tend to go at a bilateral effort. Choosing in the middle. Oh, Carl is moving quick down here. I have 2 already off to the side. How are you looking down your end? Vinny's also got 2 thrown in straight away. No, he doesn't. That's a water cup. How you going down your end over there, Roscoe?
We have 1 cup here, but over in the centre, we've got 2 cups forward, 2 cups now for Frankie. Moving along very quickly.
Charlie has moved in, third, 3 cups straight up, very confident. Now, it's not so much about doing it fast, it's doing it correctly. What, in your experience, Roscoe, have you found when people are moving too quickly? Are their palates particularly well-versed?
They've got to give themselves enough time for the coffee they just tasted to really finish lingering in their mouth and get on to the next one. So you'll hear a nice, strong slurp to aspirate that coffee, just to be really sure. And it's textural. The difference is could be textural, not just a flavour.
Brilliant. So down here, we're looking at another technique. Rue himself is going through and tasting everything first, all right?
That's
So
right.
he's going through and then he's just going to make a bold choice at the end and eventually go for it so he can get in. Can we get a time check here? How are we looking at time there, Dave? 1:27. Is this a fast round so far? If we're looking at particularly something like, oh my God.
When
we're
you
nearly
look
finished
here,
over
that is a fast round. You have 2 more to go. As I said, you're going to expect a world champion to do this in around 2 to 2 minutes 30.
So we're cracking pace here. Charlie's got 2 more to go. He seems uber confident. Meanwhile, Rue over here hasn't lifted one yet, still going through his process. Vincent, who qualified yesterday, he's almost halfway through and has 2 left on his end now as well.
2 left down here for Lloyd, and then Frankie's starting to move his cups forward now. Get ready to watch him burst towards the end.
Frankie, one of the pros, he's been here before, has done it all well before. Take us through a bit of the palate. What happens in this, Roscoe? Is it best to just not eat anything for an entire month to build up your palate so it's empty and you can taste?
I think what a lot of these cuppers do is they're cupping filter coffee daily. They're making sure that they start to understand the differences between the coffees, as I said, not just taste, but through texture, and they're going to avoid spicy or vibrant foods.
Brilliant. Last one for both Vinny over here and for both Charlie. They're going nuts. A few other people here as well. Carly's coming in. Last two, just over here. Last one for Vincent. Oh, and we've got a time over here. First up, Charlie, huge round of applause.
All
Well
right.
done. Step back from your
And
table.
Rupert, we had Lloyd finish well before over here, so
Lloyd
we've got
as
some
well.
fast times.
Some fast times finishing in 2 seconds. Lloyd, I couldn't even split the difference there. What
2
have we
minutes
got over-
17 here. 2 minutes 17.
And down here with Vinny as well. Over on this side. Huge round of applause for Vincent. Can I get a time check here, Dave? What did we get here for Charlie? 2:37 we got over here for
2:17 for Lloyd.
2:17, well ahead. And then you didn't tell me about him. And then over down here, can I get a time check for Vinny? 2:53 over here for Vincent. We're still going over here for Rue. Oh,
Whoop.
is that something I'm
Well,
allowed to turn it over?
That's the
all right.
choice, yep.
That's all right. Our last two here, Carl taking his time. Frankie taking his time as well. Would we ever say that it's a particularly hard brew to pick, Roscoe?
Definitely. There's going to be some difficult coffees on here. They may only differ in the form of their processing method. They're going to be very roasted to a similar degree, so this is not an easy thing to do.
Rue's taking his time. I think it's a particularly hard taste over here on this side. Either that or he had some beers last night. How are you going here, Carl? I think he's up to his last cup. And over on the other side here, Frankie.
Frankie's got 5 down, 3 to go. Remembering that if the 2 cuppers finish at with the same amount of correct answers, it will be in the quickest time. So Lloyd and Vincent both through from the opens, who with only 1 second separating them yesterday, this time they've led the field for speed, 2 minutes faster.
Brilliant. Big clap for Carl over here for finishing his round. Time check for Carl. What do we get on? 4:13 over here for Carl as we move back over to Frankie. Still got 2 cups left. Rue still has an entire plate to go. Rue, what are you doing? Speed it? I don't know either. I couldn't even tell you, and I'd try. Guess. If all else fails, guess. Frankie's moving into his last final rounds there. With cup tasting in this particular, it doesn't matter. If you're letting the brew start to cool down, is there a different taste that comes out then, Roscoe?
Yeah, you might see that coffee open up a little bit and show some other characteristics, or it may even get harder. We don't know. But so what they don't want to do in this round, being the final of the TCX.com Cup Taster Championship, you want to be sure before you put that cup forward.
Yes,
Be
indeed.
sure. You only get 1 shot.
Now Roscoe's going back and forth between his last 2, his 3rd and his 4th cup over here. It must be particularly hard to pick that one out. I think he's starting to narrow it down. How are you feeling there, Franco? No, not sure.
He's not going to give you a thing. He's locked in right now.
Rue over the other hand down here. I think he's just playing with cups. Oh, we've made a
Turn
choice. There we go. Feeling good now. You are my favourite in this competition. Don't let anyone else tell you different. Good on you. Keep going. Can we get a time check for Rue? We're at 5 minutes 42. Do we have a cutoff if someone doesn't get there in time? No, we do. 8 minutes is our cutoff.
is the cutoff.
You've now got to beat the clock, Rue. You have 3 minutes to go. Less than. Quickly counting down. Lloyd looks so unimpressed. As we move down over here to Frankie, he's got
One to
one
go.
final cup to go. He's taking his time, you know, particularly after, and he's made a huge
his
clap
choice
over
down.
here. Let's get a time check. Frankie done well. What was? And our time there for 6:03 there for Frankie. Well done, Frankie. Give him a big round of applause, guys, so far. Come on, get Roo home. He's getting there shortly. As we move into the 6 minutes 30 round, you have a minute and a half to start pulling some triggers and making some big decisions here, Roo. Let's see if you can get there. So making it to the sixth or the finalists in this round is an easy feat, Roscoe?
It is not easy at all. Remember that only one person goes through, or two people went through from our opens. Now, we're in a country that is blessed with an awful lot of talent out there. We must not forget the people in the regional competitions. You know, Lloyd came second to Frankie in his region and managed to make it through, but there were a whole host of fantastic cup tasters that weren't able to be up to the challenge here today, Rupert. This competition is stacked.
So it may be only 6 o'clock in the arvo and just about out of time for any coffee tasting, but these guys are just about throwing about 50 different caffeines into their mouth. Their heads must be buzzing, their palates must be shot, and their tongues must want to fall out of their heads. 7:20 we're up to. You have 40 seconds left there, Roo, to try and pull some triggers if you want to start putting some across the table. But then again, he might get actually 4 right and everyone else might be wrong, in which case he could put him in front.
He doesn't have long now, because if there is not a cup forward, that will just simply be a no, whatever happens. So you need to have a cup forward over the line, or you have no choice.
You are down to our countdown, guys. 15 seconds. 14. 13, 12, 11, come on, Roo, pull the trigger. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and a time.
So, Rupert, right now what we're going to see is we're going to see the officials go along the front. They'll cover the bottoms of the cups, and they will empty each of the cups into the bucket so that when we lift them up, actually, or when you guide through the lift up to begin with here, no one gets their lovely white clothes covered in filter coffee. So, as we go through this, competitors, remember you're going to be following Rupert's mark, and he will be the cup tasting master here for your pleasure.
Can we get one last round of applause for these guys making it into the finals for the TCX Cup Tasting Challenge? Wonderful work done. Now, someone has written down. Now, this is how it's going to work. I've got my nice little board up here. We'll flash to that every now and again. All my competitors, come forward to the front of your tables, because you're going to do it a little differently this time, all right? All come forward. Come forward, come forward, come forward. Have we emptied out all the cups? You guys let me know. Thanks so much to our lovely volunteers, our judges, and everyone's helped out with this event, and all day for that matter. So, I'm going to start down. You're number 1 over here, guys. You're going to lift it up. We're going to get you to hold it up to the camera, and someone's going to travel down. All right? Sound all right?
You got that down the end there, Roo, Vincent? You will pick up the cup on Rupert's mark and then hold it forward and wait for us to give you the okay, whether you have got it right or wrong.
And remember, it's going to be an X on the bottom of the cup is a correct answer. Nothing on the bottom of the cup is a nothing. It's a very sad one. Can my audience help me out with that one?
Yes.
Very enthusiastic.
Yes.
Love to see you all here. I thought you were coffee people. Great. Let's go through it, guys. First hand on our first number 1 table down the end here. Can I get my volunteers to put their hands on? You put your hand on there. All
so
on
the
hands
left
on
hand,
number 1.
the left hand end of your table, competitors, to the left.
And on my count, you're going to hold it up to the cameras in 3, 2, 1. Go, Lloydie, go.
We got a yes. 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 Yes.
Oh.
No. For Roo.
And yourself there as well, Vinny. We got a yes down the end of here.
Okay. We knew it was going to be tough. So we leave our X's. Everybody leave your cups. If you got it correct, you turn it upside down so we can see that X.
Everyone clear? Cool, let's go through it even faster this time. On my count, 3, 2, 1, and go.
It's a yes for Lloyd, a yes for Frankie, and a yes again.
Carl, yes for Carl. We have a yes for Roo, and we have a... Oh, no dice there, Vinny, my friend. Next cup, guys, let's go again from the start.
Number 3
Lloyd,
here.
hands on. Let's go for 3, 2, 1, and Lloyd on your way.
It is a no.
Oh, no. We have a yes.
And a yes for Frankie.
Make sure you're holding up to the camera. Yes. We have a no. And Vinny, yes, we have a yes for you. Flip him upside down. Onto your 4th cup there, guys. Let's go again. Hands on.
Our 4th cup here.
On my count, 3, 2, 1. Lloyd, on your way.
No.
Carl,
and
yes,
a yes.
Frankie. Charlie, yes.
Yes.
Carl, no.
Yes.
No, Roy. And Vinny, yes, we have a yes for you.
And so
Let's get a bit of a score check. All right, so down this end, here on Vincent we have 3. Here on Rue we have 1. Here on, oh, you only got 3 over here, down to Carl. We got 4 over here for Charlie.
And 4 for the Stone Cold Killer, Frankie Shee. Look out, this guy does not go away in a cup tasting contest. And Lloyd down here with 2, Rupert.
Brilliant. Let's go through another 2. Hands on cups there for me, Lloyd, for everyone. On 3, 2, 1, up to the cameras.
Yes.
Yes for Lloyd.
Yes,
Yes
for Frankie.
Over here,
Yes.
jump there. Oh, anyway. Carl, yes. Yes, Rue. And a yes for Vincent. Great work there, guys.
All
We have
right.
3 cups left. Let's go. Hands on the last one there for me. On 3, 2, 1, Lloyd, and up.
Yes.
Yes, Lloyd.
Yes.
On to Frankie, yes.
Yes.
On to Dallas. Yes. Yes. And yes, we have a good one.
And now Rupert,
I think.
if I may make a suggestion at this
Please.
point, I think these 2 gentlemen might just stand back for a moment from their tables with their perfect records as we reveal everybody else. So Frankie and Charlie are going to step back. The rest of
jump
you will
forward.
remain forward and continue with the next reveal. But Frankie and Charlie are going to hold off.
Brilliant.
Let's see whether or not we got some comeback going on here. So cup 7.
Lloyd, when you're ready, please show your cup. Yes,
Yes.
that's a yes for Lloyd. When you're ready there, Carl? That's a no.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Nearly got
All
there.
right. It's a
Oh,
yes
it's
for
a yes
Rue.
for you. And down the end, Vinny? That's a yes as well? Yes, good man.
All right.
Where are we sitting at now? We have 6 over here, 1 missing there for Vincent. We have 5 over here for Carl. Rue, what happened? 5 for you as well. 4 for you as well. Our guys over here are sitting well for our
6
last reveal.
and 6, and we've got 5 down here for Lloyd. Do we want to, should we get Frankie and Charlie to reveal their next cup?
Please step
Come
up
on,
here,
everybody.
boys.
Up to the cup. What are we going to get?
I'll go Frankie first. 3, 2, 1. Oh, you
Yes.
And
And
over here to Charlie.
yes.
Yeah!
All right.
A very tight competition here.
It is going to come down to the last cup. So, Frankie and Charlie, you're standing back again.
Over
All
here.
right.
Lloyd, your final cup. Let's have it revealed, please.
What do we got?
Yes,
And
we
it's
have
a
a yes
yes.
for Lloyd.
That's
Hand
6
on
for
your
Lloyd.
final cup here, Carly.
6 for
Ready?
Lloyd.
Oh, we have a yes there for cup.
yes.
We have a
Another 6.
Oh, yes, we have a yes there for Root, and we have a yes there for Vincent. So Vincent's got 7.
So Vincent's got 7. He's looking good. And at what time did Vincent do it in?
Vincent got his time in a 2:53, a cracking pace.
All right. So what we got to look out for here, Rupert, is if one of these 2 gentlemen get one wrong, and they're the same time, and they're a longer time. So if Frankie gets one wrong here, he finished in a slower time to Vincent down the end. So that will catapult Vincent into potentially second or first place, depending on the overall time. So now's when it gets prickly. So do we want to do 1 cup at a time now? Rupert, what do you want to do?
I
It's your
think
show.
so.
It's your show.
Please, could you step forward for us there, Frankie?
Frankie,
Could
hands
you
on that
reveal your cup in 3,
Right.
2, 1?
1.
And he's got
Yes!
it!
All right. So
8
as we
out of
build
8
now,
for
so the
Frankie.
time. Now we got the time difference. The time difference between Frankie and Charlie was.
Is almost 3.5 minutes.
So
4
who
minutes.
was faster?
We have Charlie at a cracking pace. If Charlie gets this, he takes the
So
competition
if he gets
out.
it, he's on speed. If he gets it wrong, we could end up with a very
third.
different result. So Charlie, it comes down to this. Step forward to your table. Grab your cup and on Rupert's mark, raise that to the camera.
Please reveal your cup in 3, 2,
2,
1.
1. Yes!
He's got it! He's got it!
Champion Cup Taster. Charlie as the Champion Cup Taster for the TCX.com Cup Tasting Championship for 2020. Thank your mother for the rabbits.
And a
What
tremendously
an amazing competition. All of these guys, there's great camaraderie, but in the end, there can be only one. So it's Charlie there with 8 from 8 in 2 minutes 37. That's the type of time you need to win a world title.
So for those of you playing at home, in first place we have Charlie Chu. In our second place, we have Frankie Shee, and in our third place we have Shangwei Hu. Vinny down the end there. Huge clap Huge congratulations to all of our competitors. Thank you so much here today, guys. It's been brilliant. That's our TCX Cup Tasting Challenge. Guys, we're going to be back very shortly with all of our presentations for our winners. Thanks so much for tuning in, but come back very shortly and we'll be handing out our trophies and all of our barista champs, our cup tasting, our latte tasting and brewer cups are going to be announced shortly. See you soon.